You're already there.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fine. As I say, we go. So whenever the guy say,
laptop a different headphone.
yeah, we are live, right?
Yeah.
Good. So you can meet yourself and welcome everyone. This is our another try to help international student, and this time I'm very blessed that I have few students here who can help me to get organized. My name is Shafkat Ali, and on behalf of Parkos team and Young Innovators team, I welcome you there. So you want to enjoy the session as casual as here. We are sitting right in Campbelltown. We have some students with us, and we will be talking on different topics. Today's topic is very broad, which is one of the focus topic for international student: how to get a job, an upgraded job. Frankly speaking, this journey doesn't stop. Everybody, when they come, they start on a basic level job, and all their life till they retire, they want to upgrade their per hour rate. That's what we are working towards. Not only per hour rate, but also the quality of job as well, satisfying other features. But majority, most of the international students come here to have a financial benefit, getting better lifestyle. So in this one, we always say, I want to give you background. We have mentioned this many times. International students' main focus is to have a balance of their study, their survival, and the future security. Most of the time, they make a genuine mistake to work on survival only. They keep focusing on survival, ignoring the study, because the study is very important for the future as well. And also, when they are studying, they're not keeping future in their mind as well. What I'm studying, will it help me? When I say future, is something after you finishing your degree, you got secured the visa status. What are you going to do next 20, 30 years of your life? What are you doing now for survival or anything? So that's a $1 million question I want you to keep in mind. So I'll keep reminding you about that because that's what I get most of the students I meet, and they just keep ignoring that question after finishing degree. What I'm going to do? All right. So we'll visit these questions again, but just keep that in a context. So from today's session, or a series of sessions, we will be focusing on these topics, the skills to get or upgrade our job. All right. So that's we will be focusing. In those skills, obviously your technical skills are always there. If you want to do a job, then you need to have some skill, technical skill. And then networking skill is about to know people. All right. And then language skills. We came from a different country, different culture, and English is not our first language over there. And on top of it, Australia has its own flavor of language. So we'll visit these questions in there. And then general culture, which is important to learn. It's very important for both of. It's related to language as well as networking as well. Somebody come to you and talk about last night rugby match, and if you don't participate for the sake of developing a networking skill, you will struggle, and then there are other issues. And the most important for me is to work ethics, where we struggle a bit, especially the quality job, the people pay a lot. Are people who want to go on entrepreneurship mode, or they want to build a business from this. So the work ethics, the skill set, you need different one. So this is a broad set of skills we will develop along the side. The session, as I said, every time we decided to Tuesday night from around this time. We might start early if we see there's a need. I don't want to make a 5-10 minutes thing which we normally throw on the web to give a lot of information. We want to keep it like a mentor session, a session which start with a bit of advice, follow up with a series of activities where you apply those advices and see, look, I learned it. That's the difference between knowing and learning. Knowing, you only know the thing. Learning, you have done it and you know how to do it again practically. So that's what we'll be doing. Oh, our main topic today. This topic is very close to my heart, and which is part of the networking, and it helps you a lot to get a job. Word of mouth still is a great source of getting a job. And today's topic is about 5 steps to get someone's heart. This heart is not like the love affair. It is about getting close to someone's heart. Means that they remember you and you become a bit of friendly with each other. So these are the 5 steps. Now I need all of your attention because that's what after this session we're gonna practice that, and we'll meet few people today, and then we will try practice it. When we go to places where you meet new people, don't be so serious. I know everybody has some sort of stress, and they just lots of pressure of study and job and lots of sleepless nights of the assignments and all that there. But we need to practice more, especially me. I feel all the time with stress. So people remind me, you don't smile much. So I'm practicing myself. So when you get a social gathering, smile is basically, we all know, is a sadka jariya as well as is an invitation. When you smile someone, is a positive emotion. And normally you get smile back as well. If you look at it and then people see the smile, you know. The second thing which we should do it, if you get smile back, the next standards, greet people. Whatever the greet of the time, if it's local greet, your culture greet, whatever the greet you think is appropriate, just greet. So you mean you're using the technology. After using the eyes, you're using your tongue. So we need to open up. I'm talking about you get to in the middle of people you never met before. And I want to, within 5 minutes, I want to get closer to someone's heart. Let's do. So far, we good. You can leave your comments as well, what you feel. If you have any question, you can also leave it there. I'm open to take questions as they see on the screen. The third and most important thing, which is we do it very normally, we do very casually, is to know someone's name. All right. Obviously, names are important for everyone. Have you noticed if you say something different than what you know, their names are been called, they get offended. Maybe not on the face, but internally. And if you have already developed an Aussie name, your name was so difficult for some people to pronounce, that's fine as well. Stick to one short name if you would. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. All right, you're making it easy for people to remember you. So that's all. And if you use a clever way to do it, I normally have on back of my mobile, I have written my name, and I also pronounce it the way they can remember it. All right. I used to use Ali as a last name, as a preferred name, so people then they start to get confused because my company has 3-4 Ali. So we say, okay, get the chef and cut it, and that's chef cut. So they pronounce like that. I'm happy with that. There's no issue. All right, because I don't say their name properly either. But they have done the similar thing, like most of those. Jonathan become John, Richard become Rich, and so it's norm here. And for the parents, if you're listening, don't make long names for your kids. They have to fill lots of form. Anyway, we are distracted from that topic. So get people name, make an effort to pronounce, and then make effort to call them again and again so you can remember it. I give you one good example. I went to somewhere and I said, I want to see a manager. And they asked, can I see a manager? And they said, what is this for? Can you tell me? And the lady went inside and said, okay, he's busy. All right. I made an effort to know the person's name after a couple of days. All right. I went there, the receptionist wasn't the same receptionist. I just said, look, can I see a Sabir? There was a name of the person, Sabir. And he said, look, okay, let me see if he's there. Just by saying the name, it becomes I'm friendly to them. Notice people who call with each other. If I call somebody sir or respected or whatever, instead of call with the first name, you feel you're friendlier. All right. And is it okay? What type of networking is good online? Face to face, this question, I'll get to that as well. That's a great question. Look, online thing we come, let me finish this and then I come to that question. That's a great question. So once you know the name and you have a bit of get going, you can start with some conversation. And in that conversation, you want to develop common connection. The first three are very simple. Some people take a lot effort not to get to that point, but the fourth point is very important to find the common connection, because then the conversation go further. Once I ask somebody, how are you? How many times you can say the same question? How are you? Well, what's the weather? Okay, that's fun. What's next? But if you find something the other person is interested in, then, for example, if you know some way or form, you need to do a hit and trial. For example, the common connection can be in where you study, where you live, your hobbies, sports, food. So anything you see which you can guess or try. So you talk about something, where are you from? What are you studying? And if you find something common which you and him or her are interested in, then you can talk as long as the other person wants to talk. If I ask somebody come to me and talk about youth development, look, we are going to start a program on youth development. Can you help us talk about something? And I have 3-4 hours continuously, I can give them ideas. All right. So once you do that, then you will become, by listening to them, you'll become their favorite person. Because we have a habit, I have a very compulsive habit to cross over. I just want to say something about it, where I need to practice to listen to other person. All right. Once you listen, you will be knowing. The whole purpose is to know what is this person is need help in. Okay. With a common connection, you say, look, I love cricket. I don't have time to play. I love gardening. I don't have time to. So they say something. They similarly say, look, I'm a best web developer, but here I'm stuck with this job and that job. So in that deep conversation only comes when you're talking about something they're both interested in to talk about, right? Otherwise, the conversation will be generic, superficial, not deep. And that, don't forget, you need to keep calling their name here and there, so you can remember them. So it's go into your brain. You don't have to memorize later. And it will happen automatically. Now, the fifth step, which is about the, you want to look for the opportunity to help them. Remember why you're there for? You need help. That's why you went to that networking session, right? But here you're looking to opportunity to help someone. Why? I'll give you answers soon. But in the common connection conversation, you are looking to find the opportunity to help someone. Why? Because the world works around give and take. All right? It looks very materialistic when you ask somebody, give me this. But it looks very generous when you give someone. All right? With the strong belief, not hope, believe that nature or God will make arrangement to give you in a return back. All right? That's why all the people who help others, they never run out of money. They always have resources around if they don't have money. They will always have resources around. All right. So I just put this slide, which it shows that if you look at it, you started with the interaction, normal interaction, hello, how are you? You give a smile. Then you found the common connection. Then you take a small action. Don't worry about the fifth and sixth, the fourth and fifth step about transaction and trust. But you want to look at a small action. This is a very important thing I want to talk about it, about offering a help. Because everybody will be saying, look, I'm here to get a help and you are asking me to help others. How? All right, let's look at it. How we can help someone without having much to offer. Still you can help. Because this can take your next level. If you know the person who helped you on a first job, you can't forget their name, right? You still remember who picked you up from the airport. You still remember your first love. You still remember your first this and first that. So same thing here. Once you know the other person's pain, anything he's looking for, everybody needs something. Nobody's complete. All right, everybody is looking. It doesn't matter he has a billion. Look at the Elon Musk. He's going to Mars. He's always dreaming about Mars. He got everything. Once you know somebody's struggling for, you offer your help. But help which you can afford to help. And I give some examples so you get ideas, because this is a critical thing. People keep thinking about, how can I help someone if I don't? I went there to get a job, and he's also looking for a job. What should I do? So you look for different opportunities. I'm going to share some of the things there. One is the least one, which we say, pray for a person. That's the least one. Next one. Share a resource, advice, video, contact, which you think can help. This is the least. For example, somebody asked me a couple of days ago to give a job. I don't give a job anybody because I teach, I train. I need someone handyman. I look for who's can do it. But I don't run any kind of business which need a lot of people. But I said, look, okay, let's do this live thing to help others. And you help me to doing this. That's what I said to the person. You help me to doing this, and you will see the magic will happen. I have done this for 30 years. All right. I run these kind of sessions, many places for the IT jobs, Sydney IT jobs. We did it. COVID, we didn't taught people how to do things online. Now you give me ideas. What are the other ways you can help? You can put in the comments and tell me while I get the questions. For example, the person has got a knee pain. Okay. What can you do? Just leave in the comments. What can you do? Meanwhile, I get a question. Okay, what are the questions? Go, but. Can you read loudly? Display them first.
Is asking,
Yeah.
what type of networking is good, online or face to face?
Simple answer is always face to face. Is can you turn the heat off? Face to face is always better, but it's expensive. The real thing happen in a face to face. All, even I'm an online person. I'm doing online now. All right, but you don't get the total conversation because you're not looking the emotions. You're not getting my full focus. The person on the other side, the kids are like kids are the students sitting here. I can see how they're perceiving it, their emotion, their smile, their hand gesture. Online, I don't know what you're doing. You might be cooking something, or you're doing something and just speaking. But if you get someone online, try to get their attention. I'll talk another video how to get someone's online attention. I have but some people did with me. I end up asking them, what do you want? Because he was continuously, it takes more effort. He continuously kind of positive stalking, means he watched my things, he give me constructive feedback. So he becomes kind of, the follower they do. So because I'm not that kind of person who wants people, want follower. I want people learn from and practice it. That's my fees. That's my reward. All right. And we can do together as well. Doesn't have to be. I should not be the source of knowledge only. You guys more smarter than me, especially the new generation. So nutshell is face to face.
Walid is asking, is there a chance that we don't have anything in common between us, but we still want to network with them?
That's an interesting question. If I do it practically, I didn't see one occasion where I could not find a common connection. Number one, where you're meeting is also a common connection as well. All right. For example, you're meeting in a networking session, for example, a uni. You ask, do you come often here? Why are you here for? Because you're also here for the same purpose. If you're meeting someone in a, let's say, party, then you partying with the similar people, not with the old people. But if there is no common thing, I will say you can still network to create some connection, to create commonality, something you want to do together. But we will do it when I do today, and I give you some people to network with. You can come up with, and then I give you the practical example. You need to first believe that there's always common connection. Humanity is the starting with, gender is the next one, the age is the next one, the study area. People have more than 3,000 plus features, maybe same blood group. And make a campaign, okay, we are O group. Yes, next question.
Next, Omar is just saying it's like helping each other. He was referring to the one previous slide about helping someone to get job. It's
Yeah.
helping yourself.
Yep. And always end up conversation with some plans for the next meeting. Because obviously you want to get going, some action. Once you help someone, now I end up now looking at the 5 steps back. If you look at all these things which you're giving to someone, you smiling to someone, you greeting to someone, you knowing their name, and you finding common connection, you offering them the help. But look at that. All things you are giving away, you're also getting it back. When you smile someone, they give you smile back. You greet someone, they greet you back. You ask their name, they will ask your name. All right? And once you know their common connection, it's already, you're connected with that too. All right? Don't develop a common connection where you don't have any interest or you can't help either. All right? And when you're offering someone help, in a return, all good people will help back. They find return, okay, Like the other day, he helped me, so I always say, look, I need to pay him back because he helped me the other day. That's simple. So if you don't have any more question, we can talk about so after the session, we will do the practice of it and see we get going somewhere, especially the people I say, look, this guy has a job. We're going to meet tonight some people who are employer and they have large the employee base. They need new people. You go and meet and see it, but don't straight away ask for the job. That's become so rude. For me, it's rude to just look. You ask, you are wanting us, you're not helping us. You know, that becomes a natural, right? Giving is a natural, generous, polite, all positive. But when you're asking someone something, it's very materialistic, it's very mean, but you want a movement. The one last thing I want to add, if you're leaving the conversation after these 5 steps and somebody wants your number, okay, can I have your number? That is the tick for you that they need you. Was say or form. You are not there to, to sell yourself. You are selling it in a one organic way, but they find you interesting person. They find a value. I need to meet this person again. So that's a tick. That's a certificate that they want your number. All right. Thank you very much. And the further ones, as I said, look, we will be every week. You can leave your comments as well. What other topics you want to do in the scope of that? If you have a question, we can. In this time, we want to open. This is starting point. Maybe some weeks later, we can just have conversation of questions answers. But we need more people here, definitely. So we want to make it more casual. Any feedback you want to give before we conclude? What time is now? 7. Yeah, 7 is a good time. We need to conclude that. Any more things? All good? Thank you very much. So we conclude there. It's just if you want to join again, subscribe and share with the people who you think can get benefited. Thanks a lot.
Walid is asking, is it only on Tuesdays?
Yes, we will be aiming. We might, I think if we finish in a half an hour is great thing because we have a 7 to 9, we have a practice time. We'll practice whatever we learn. Did you turn off the air heater? I don't think so. Yeah, we conclude there. So at the moment, Tuesday 6:30, we'll aim it. If it's early, we will always, make a post to let everybody know when we're coming. Your participation will make it going. I'm here.